Hey there, today we're going to be doing a raised garden bed out of old hot tub pallets. So as you can see, we're at a local hot tub store with the family, and they've agreed to let us have as many pallets as we want so they don't have to pay to have them hauled off. So we're going to tear apart a couple of these pallets, and that should give us plenty of lumber to build ourselves a couple of raised garden beds, and we're going to show you how we do it. So we've got the pallets dismantled here, and we've got a pretty good size of, pile of lumber. So we're doing our measurements and deciding on what size garden bed we want. The lumber is 8 feet long, so we figured we'd go 6 feet long and 2 feet wide, which basically it'll utilize the lumber that we have here, and it'll be a lot less waste. So let's get started. Of course, there's gonna be some nail pulling. So as you can see, we've got our lumber off the pallet. So these are going to be our side pieces. Basically, we're just going to have to tap these nails out. Nice and easy. And as you can see, I've found a shopping cart here back by the railroad tracks behind the shop. So I'm using it as a sawhorse. So once we get all these nails pounded down, we'll flip her over and use our claw hammer to pull them out. So pull these nails. As you can see, they come out fairly easy. So once you figure out the height that you want your bed and the length and width, then it's just a matter of measuring and cutting these leg boards, and then we're gonna do some sawing on our bed boards. Measure ourselves up 3 feet. Marker there. 3 feet. We're gonna do 4 legs, so do another mark at 6 feet on there. 6 feet. And then we've got this handy dandy speed square here. We just make our lines. Here we got our 4 3-foot legs. So with our speed square, mark our 6-foot side pieces. And like I said, we're gonna cut 10, 5 for each side. So now we're doing the ends of the bed. And as you can see, our lumber is 8 feet long. So we're gonna actually get 4 2-foot pieces out of each piece. So we'll cut these. We need an additional 10, 5 for each side of these two pieces for our ends of our raised garden bed.
It's a bad spot for the tool bag.
Well, if I take it, he's coming with it.
Take it and see what happens.
So before we start assembling everything, we're gonna make it easier on us since we're using screws. So we're gonna drill pilot holes in the ends of these just so our screws get started easier. So now we have our 6-foot length piece, ran up to our 3-foot leg, and basically we're just gonna flush this up to this outside with our C-clamp and use our speed square to make sure she's nice and square. Okay, back to me. So right there, so then we'll run our screws in that piece. So from there we can take our seat clamp off. And we'll run one of our 2-foot pieces to the outside, like so.
Crazy people walking around
Just
in the background.
nice and square. There's our one leg. So from there we'll work our way around and do each leg.
Yeah. Thanks.
So we get her nice and
There you go.
square. So we've got this one lined up. I'm going to set a screw in it. So now that we have our initial frame going around, which would be the top of the bed, basically it's just a matter of going around and stacking these and assembling them to the depth that you want. We're gonna go 16 inches, so we have a good solid 12 inches to a foot of actual dirt. So we're gonna continue on. So now we've got all the outsides on, and we just took some 2-foot pieces and ran them across, and now we're going to flip it over and we're going to apply the wire mesh across the bottom, and then over the wire mesh we're going to put on some of that landscaping cloth to hold the dirt in. So here we have our 2-foot wide by 10-foot section of hardware cloth. It's just a galvanized steel cloth, and basically you can get it at any of your hardware stores, and we're basically going to push this into the bottom and attach it. So what we want to do is basically we'll come up snug to the one side like so, and then basically all we have to do is just push this other side in like so. So now that we've got this mesh pushed in, like lined right up in, and then basically we're just gonna take our corners and push them right in there. And then we'll take a staple gun and just run some staples along the edges. So I've cut my piece of landscaping cloth to 102 inches, which is measured down the side all the way to the length and then up the other side. And it's 3 feet wide, so we're just gonna do half of the box at a time. And then we'll just do another piece. And then I will use a stapler and we'll just staple this into place all the way around the tops.
When you don't have a construction stapler, you just go ahead and use yourself the household stapler. It works pretty well.
Give a demonstration. Oh man.
Maybe it doesn't work as great.
Yeah, it did. Just your household stapler. They go right in. Alright. Okay, so basically we're just going to overlap this. like so. And if we have a little bit too much, we can just cut it off, but we definitely want to make sure we get up over this seam in this wall here. So thank you for joining us on our family weekend adventure, creating this garden box out of pallets. As you can see, we still have plenty of pallets left, so maybe next weekend we can do something else for you. Take care.